The Bible says, "Fill your hungry soul with what's good." When we eat, we share, we grow. Every meal is a chance to be fed and to feed someone else. Life is like cooking. When it works, it doesn't matter if the process is fancy or simple. Good food and a life well lived comes down to how much heart you put in. Welcome back. In this episode, I have my very good friend, and actually a new friend. We met at church. Her name is Liz, and she's here because I really wanted you to hear about what she's doing in the community and what she is doing in her life and what her mission is. If you're a fan of the show, you know that our slogan is "Fill Your Hungry Soul," and we talk about how it's not just about food and it's not just about spirituality, but it's about living this stuff throughout every day of the week. And I love your take on it as well.
Yes, well, I agree. It is spirituality, and it's all about a soul. So I come at it like you in a different angle. It's like thinking about everything that we put in is going to feed us or it's going to break us.
Right.
So the three-legged stool.
Okay.
Food nutrition,
All right.
emotional nutrition, and spiritual nutrition.
Beautiful.
So I really believe in balancing them all, and I know the power of food, the power of how it can heal us and it can benefit us.
But I love the idea of balance. I love that you can have a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And if most of the time you're eating stuff that is filling you, that is feeding you, that is healing you, I think that you can have those little things every once in a while that treat you, you know. So what are we gonna make today?
We're gonna make a massaged kale salad.
Oh, I love it. So what's the first thing we have to do?
First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna play with kale. So kale, people either love kale or they hate kale.
Well, we're on a mission to get people
We're
to
gonna
at
love
least
kale.
Right, to love it. Well, at least to try it.
Right. And the secret with this recipe is not to make it complicated.
Okay.
So all we're doing is tearing some kale.
Okay. Is there anything I can be doing?
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and cut those little tomatoes.
Okay,
in
just
half.
in half. Okay,
Yeah,
so these are
that's great.
grape tomatoes, and so
Yeah.
I'm just gonna halve them.
So all we're doing is tearing this down off the stalk into little bite-sized pieces. Because the stalk is going to be a little more rough. When I work with the people that I work with my clients, you know, they're like, "Oh my God, I tried kale and it was so awful, and I made kale chips and they don't taste like potato chips." Well, it's not a potato.
Well, it's not a potato, yeah.
Right? So, but with kale, the cool thing about it is if you take a peek at it. Look
Okay.
right here, look at that.
All right.
What does it look like to you?
Looks like a tree.
And what else?
What else? I don't know. Oh, your hand.
Your
oh,
vascular system.
Oh, okay. All
like
right.
little veins. But every food that you eat is going to resonate differently in our bodies.
Okay.
And it's going to do a
I've
different
never
thing.
noticed that. That's
Yeah.
really cool.
So it's like our
Ah.
vascular system, right?
Okay.
So if you look at these as life-giving and building, they help with blood purification.
Okay.
It gives you energy. Like I said, I believe that everything that you do nourishes your body, right?
Okay.
So it's from the food that you eat, to the company that you keep, to your daily ritual and whatnot. So I had been diagnosed with, you know, precancerous esophagitis.
Oh, wow.
From having ulcers as a very young child, from worry, right?
Oh,
worry,
okay.
worry at 12. And then when I'm in my 30s, like chronic, you know, acid reflux and some different things. So I just learned the way that I was eating, I needed to tweak it a little bit.
Okay.
And
All
that
right.
was it. So I didn't take the little purple pill for the rest of my life and
Good.
go down that path. I
Okay.
thought, you know what, there's just some things that I can work on. So I used myself as a guinea pig.
Okay.
And then I went back to school to learn, whoa, how does this affect in my body?
It's thoughtfulness.
Yeah.
It's just think for a second and be a little bit thoughtful.
Yes. And that's exactly a mission that I have been on for 10 years and I'm continuing on, is helping people, because I'm in it every day too, helping people become aware and be mindful to all the aspects of what we do, and
Right.
that our soul needs to be nourished. And we can do that one way is through food.
Right.
And it's not about throwing everything out.
Yeah.
It's just about bringing some of these
something
little
in.
things in.
Yeah, adding
Try
some
it.
good stuff.
So now we're just gonna chop our little onion. Take the skins off, of course. So we're just gonna cut our little avocado. So what we're gonna do, this is when we're gonna make kale transform. So we're just gonna add some lemons. This is just the good old sea salt, unrefined. All we're doing is putting it right over the top. Just a couple little,
Okay.
that's all.
Beautiful.
And then we just go in and use our hands. And what we're gonna do is take this and just massage it. Literally, that's why it's called the massage kale salad. So generally when I am making this, I'll just kind of add one at a time. So I'll add some tomatoes.
Okay.
Put that in there, and again, we're working with color, so that's the cool thing. And a little handful of onion.
Beautiful.
All right, a little more tomatoes. And you know, I'm also an artist, so I like to see color and balance
right,
and all that
yeah.
kind of cool stuff. And then we've got our avocado. Put that in, and
What a great summer salad, though.
it's beautiful.
You know?
Then you can do a little bit of olive oil.
Okay.
And so what's happening is the sea salt and the lemon juice is just sitting there. It's made this beautiful, its own dressing. And then now we've got the olive oil, and we just mix it all together. Touch your food, play with your food. That's what I tell everybody, play with your food.
Thank you so much for being here today. How can people find you and find out more about what you're doing and about all your information?
Sure, people can find me at upsizeyoursoul.com, where we do a lot of nurturing. So I am the food person.
Perfect.
And I also have my own private coaching where I work one-on-one with individuals that try to get on a path of figuring out how to eat. What does it all make sense? How does it work? So there's no right or wrong. It's just starting where you are, and that's what I love to do, is meet people right where they are and help them make sense.
Beautiful. Well, thank you for being here. So now that the salad is finished, we're gonna go eat this. We're gonna have a little chat and some girl time. But I want to show you Liz in her element, in her personal garden. It's absolutely amazing. So enjoy that.
This would be great for tacos. We'll let those stay for a little bit. Got a good bounty.
Beautiful.
Okay. We got a red bell pepper, yellow bells, banana peppers, and jalapeno. It's a pretty good haul. So I'm making pickled banana peppers today. So I've had a big old stash of peppers that have been growing in the garden. Haven't even finished chopping them up yet. So super simple recipe. So right now what I'm doing is I'm adding just 4 cups of water. That's going to be the base for what we're going to do. Once I get that to the boil, then I'm going to add some just simple distilled white vinegar. We'll add kosher salt, super easy. Just some organic yellow mustard seed and celery seed. A little bit of sweet is what the recipes call for, but I'm not into putting a bunch of sugar in my stuff, so I'm just going to use a little bit of stevia. And I do mean a little bit. So we've just got a nice little brine in here, which is water, white vinegar, celery seed, kosher salt, mustard seed, a little bit of stevia, and we're adding it to the sliced banana peppers and the garlic that's already in the little jar. And it's really this easy. These are great on salads, super really good on like pizza, in omelets. And the greatest part about this is all the colors. So I'm a big believer in eating rainbows. You've heard it a million times. Eat a rainbow. What does that mean? That just means to incorporate as much color as you possibly can in your food. So if I was taking you on a little journey of eating for your energy centers, you've got a lot of color expressed in here. You've got red, you've got orange, you've got yellow, you've got green. And each of these correspond with a different energy center in your body, which governs emotions and feelings and whatnot. And it's really just as easy as that. So we're going to put these out for about a week or so. Let them ferment, let them pickle. That's what we're doing here. This is a fermented food, which means it's really good for your gut microbiome. That's where your immune system lies. Okay? It's your second brain. So the more fermented foods that you can get in, the better. And there you have it. These are really great to give as gifts and great to keep around. But the best part is every part of it is hand done. So the seeds have been grown, they grew out of the earth, they were hand picked, they were nurtured. You know every step and every single thing that was put inside of it. And that's the energetics of food.